Hi everybody. Let's go pick up some garbage, okay? Trash runs Thursday. It's Monday today, and it's pretty nice outside. I'm gonna pick up my gimbal, and I don't know if you can tell, I got one of these picker-upper things, and that's what we're going to work with. I'll meet you outside. See, it's nice out here. Ooh, that sun. But what I'm going to do is grab one of these trash cans and pull over to that pile. And we're going to fill it up. I don't think I'm going to take this one. I think I'm going to take this blue one right here. I don't know if this is this keeping me even, or I feel like it's wiggling around. Okay, I think that's good now. All right. Maybe I can get this one hand. Oh yeah. I tell you, I kind of got a stomach bug last night or something. It was a rough night. I don't know if I ate something bad or what, but jeez. Yeah. And it was cold too. It got down, I think, 27 last night. Oh. All right, you can see this mess behind me, what we got to work on. And it's almost done. I mean, it's nothing compared to what it was. So, yeah. Let's see. Maybe you can see me over here working. And if not, I'll arrange it a little bit. Or adjust it a little bit. Whichever one. But I'm going to turn this trash around and open it up. Man, what a mess over here. Ain't kidding. But we'll be talking while I pick this up. But I got to thinking about, a lot of you haven't seen, y'all seen my Altima, but I haven't showed you how it's set up. I've got solar and a house battery and everything in it, and I'm going to make a video about that, because tomorrow, if it's pretty like it is today, I'm going to put my solar panels out and let it top my house battery off, because it's been so cold. I feel like my house battery's probably going down. You know, I've picked every bit of trash in this yard up, either with a shovel or this. And I'll show you something that I got that helped a lot. It's like a little kid's rake and shovel set, and I had initially bought it to clean up dog poop out of the backyard, especially when I had a bunch of them. But it's come in handy to, like, I just dump it in there. But right now I gotta get all the bigger stuff out of the way. I think what I'll try to do is fast forward this video at some point, so it's not just a video of me picking up crap. I just seen some nails sticking up out of the board. Ah, I don't know what's holding that board down. You guys, see these nails sticking up? I don't know if you can see them. Let me tell you what happened to me one time. It was when we first bought this house. My husband was still alive then, but there was a piece of wood with framing nails sticking up just like that over there in the leaves, and I stepped on it at a full gait, and the nail almost come through the top of my foot. I had to stand on the board and pull my foot off of it, and I could feel blood just fill up my shoe. Yeah. Good times. And you know, the doctor at the ER bitched at me because I had on cheap tennis shoes. I'm like, I'm working in the yard. I'm not going to buy $80 shoes to work in the yard with. Some of these things that got thrown out was by a family member who was doing me a favor by cleaning that yellow house out. And if I hadn't came up when I did, she had everything piled out here, and they had a fire over there burning my stuff. Now, didn't ask me. Just came in here and started doing it while I was gone. That's my family. My life has been so much better by myself without all that help. I mean, some of this stuff was so good. Like, I thought that was so cute, but I'm not going to trust it now. But it was a little pig frying pan. Yeah, the handle's done been sun dried and it's cracked, but you wouldn't believe. I mean, I found my stainless steel toaster. Oh gosh, a new those little personal blenders. I forget what you call them. Little bullet blender. You wouldn't believe what all I found out in this pile. It just made me sick. But yeah, no more. From now on, I'm on my own to myself. This was good stuff. I might could still use this. I'd have to sterilize it really good, but that just makes me mad. But look at all this that rusted. That was a good pizza pan and cookie sheet. I did take a load of scrap off, and I let my youngest daughter have a bunch of scrap from over here. But I tell you, I saved cans, and I had 5 big bags of cans. You know, them black bags that's real tall. 5 of them full. I only got like $12 for them, which I guess $12 is $12, and I'm cleaning up the environment. But now I'm just saving them, let my neighbor get them, because I sold my little truck. sell my truck to get me a new phone. I still owe a lot on a bill on it. But what I did was I sold it and I got enough out of it to pay that bill completely off, that note. And then I had enough left over to get me a phone. So, and then plus now I don't have to pay the insurance on that truck. But I liked it. It was a little S10. I'll try to insert a picture of it on this video. But yeah. See, like things like this, but I don't know. You think I should clean it up and sell it in yard sale? I am going to tear this porch down. And there's a bunch of stuff still in there that's good. I think I'm going to have a yard sale. And whatever's left over, just donate it to Goodwill. I think I will clean that up. Somebody may want a good punch bowl. And I mean, it's glass, so it'll clean up good. Glass and metal, you can pretty much save. But, I'm going to put this up just a little bit. But, that's a little bit better. I don't know, it kind of looks crooked now. I don't know why. I must have got it off kilter when I was messing with it. But yeah, you can clean glass and metal up pretty good. Like I was gonna clean that up and sell it. I mean, even if I just get 50 cents out of them, you had enough 50 cents up, and you know, you got $1, you got $1.50, $2. It'll add up, especially as much stuff as I got in there. And I got some old furniture. They're not really antiques, I don't guess. But I sold my antique vanity. And I swore I never would, but I can't take it in the van. I even thought about cutting it up into pieces and like putting the mirror in the van. And it was so heavy though. Whew. But I think I'm going to sell my furniture pieces for like 20 bucks a piece or 10 bucks a piece for the little ones when I have a yard sale. But my thing is getting somebody to come over and help me get it out. I won't let anybody walk on that porch over there because this thing's ready to go. See, it's like friggin' ridiculous they put this stuff in that pile. I don't know. I've never seen somebody so destructive and petty and jealous. Yeah, we'll talk about who it is later on. Told you there's gonna be some drama on this channel. That one's too bent up. Yeah, most of this stuff will clean up really good. You know, I'm just gonna set it down here when it rains to get some of that off of it. And I can wait and make one big bin of water and warm water up and wash all of it in there. Or wipe it off with antibacterial wipes. There's the briars. There's nothing wrong with that foam when they threw it in there. I hate bitching about the same damn thing, but God, it just makes me so mad. I don't even know what them were. See, some of this stuff was still in the bag. I don't know what that was. I don't know if it's for crafts or cooking or... I hear my dogs over there going crazy. Somebody's over at the people's house over there through that fence. There's another nail. Boy, they were just waiting on me to step on them. Here's the neighborhood kids. Well, kids. I'm just telling you right now, I'm not a kid person. Mine didn't act like that when they were little. I don't hear people making deals with their kids in the line at the store. Now, Timmy, if you be good, I'll get you this when you get home. You can have it when you get home. If my kids would have acted like that and pitched fit, they'd have had to go out in the yard and pick their head up. Of course, I don't know, maybe I was wrong because one of them turned out good, but she's more partial to her dad, and the other one is I don't know, narcissist, gaslighter, bipolar, craziness. Yeah, my youngest one, daughter's adopted, readopted her, me and my third husband. When she was like 11 months old, we lived in Arkansas. And it was my idea to go get her, right? This whole adoption thing was my idea. She's been partial to him from day one. It's like she never was even my kid. So when we got divorced, we had joint custody, and she pretty much stayed with him most of the time. Because she just, even now, she lives over there by her daddy. She just likes him better than me. That's okay, though. I'm glad she has him. I'm glad he has somebody, because we never did have any children. He never did have any of his own either, besides us adopting Ashley. And he's getting old. He's a little bit older than me. I'll be 60 in May. He's probably 65, 66, something like that. But yeah, I can't handle any more help. So this is what happens. I don't know, it may be more information than you guys want to know. But I said it'd be real. I remember this ashtray. It'll probably clean up good. I put it up here and let the rain wash it off some. Maybe somebody will want it at the yard sale. There's a bag. I wondered where it went. This flew off my porch the other night. I couldn't find it. It was over there under that wood. That wind got rough. It blew it over there. Now, when I start tearing this house down a little bit, or even this porch when it comes down, some of this wood is really good, and I'm thinking I'm going to save it for my van bill. Because people go out and try to buy that old wood, and this house is old, old, old. I mean, it's that good wood, especially on the inside. Tell you the main thing wrong with this house, it had a chimney, still got part of one, and the chimney pulled away from the house, and it rained in there, and that's when we were gone, and I didn't know it was doing it. Yeah, I need to do a timeline for you guys, but I was living in Arizona when I met my late husband. It was in '95, and I was a nurse, and he worked for the county, and we stayed out there a long time, but I went back to college because I had a back injury. I got to where I couldn't handle nursing. I can't stand walking down the cement floors. It kills my back. But I went back to college for office technology and computer science. And when I graduated, my oldest daughter moved back out here to Alabama. And I wanted to watch my grandson grow up. So we moved out here, and it was just a big mistake. Every time I come back to Alabama, it just brings me down. But anyway, we lived in that fifth wheel down by my dad's, and you can't live close to my dad. I mean, no one can get along with him. He would fuss about us turning in the driveway, said we were making ruts in the gravel. It was just always some stupid something like that. So me and Chris took the fifth wheel and we moved down to the lake. And it was nice down there. But they went up from $125 on our lot rent to $425 one month. So we couldn't afford that. Well, we've seen this house for sale, and you know, this used to be a nice neighborhood. When I left here a long time ago, like my 20s, whatever. It was a nice neighborhood. Well, we came in the back way by the baseball field when we came to look at it. And it had been like redone, you know, it was in good shape. So we bought it pretty much on the spot. And after that first week of living here, we knew we'd messed up. Oh, Lord. It was always something, a fight every weekend. There used to be bodies laying in my yard because my husband, he wouldn't take any crap. He had a stutter, so he's already used to scrapping for himself, but he was real quiet. He didn't talk, he did. And I'm telling you, people messed up. And my oldest daughter, she liked to scrap back then too, and there was something going on every weekend. There'd be a body laying in my yard. But anyway, that's how I got this house. About 2006 or 7, there was a double wide for sale in Chelsea, which is up toward Birmingham. And it was on a rented lot, but it was only $1,200. I mean, it was huge. It was like a 4-bedroom, living room, den, dining room, kitchen. It was huge. And we thought, well, you know, for $1,200, and we can live up there where it's nice and get out of this neighborhood. So that's what we did. Moved up there, just kind of left this here. Well, we stayed up there about 5 or 6 years, and he came down with cancer. He started having a stomach ache, and went to he never missed work. I mean, this man never, I think he only missed, was married 16 years, only knew him to miss 2 days of work. Okay. If he was complaining of pain, it had to be pretty bad. But we went on Monday, went to like one of those doc in the boxes, and they sent him straight over, did some blood work, and they sent him straight over to the, what kind of MRI or CAT scan? I think it was MRI. And there they asked how long he had trouble with his liver. We're like, well, he's never had trouble with his liver. He's never been sick. And the next day, went to the oncologist, and he said, I'm going to hand you a bucket of shit. He said, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do. Chris had cancer in his stomach, in his pancreas, in his liver, and there's no telling where else. He lived 1 month from the day he was diagnosed. He died 1 month later, that fast. I'll go over that day later on, but so there was in that double wide up there. Well, the lady we rented the lot from, she was a nutcase anyway, and I decided to just move back down here. I didn't really want to, but I didn't have a whole lot of choice. This was paid for. So I moved back down here and stayed a few years. I got into dog rescue and transporting dogs, and for 3 years, I think I transported like over 800 dogs. Yeah, like taking them to the vet, taking them to different rescues out in Colorado, and I'm gonna do a whole video just on my rescue years, and because I've got tons of pictures. I take some to Chicago and New Jersey, and New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island. I went everywhere. I love the trip out to Colorado the best though. But anyway, I did that until I got really, really sick after a transport one night, and the next day I ended up in ICU. But when I got out of the hospital, my oldest daughter had kind of moved all my stuff up to her place in Chelsea. That was the beginning of the end. So she'd been wanting me to come up there for 2 or 3 years. I wouldn't do it because I seen how she did other people. But that day I got out of the hospital, she had all my stuff moved up there. I was just too sick to argue. I mean, I had diabetic ketoacidosis. I was sick. That my doctor said he's seen people come in that bad of shape, but they're usually in a coma. That's me, transporting in a coma. Yeah, I mean, they put me in straight from the doctor's office. They put me in a wheelchair and put the hospital's across the road, and they wheeled me straight over there. I was a sick person. But anyway, I got over. I was just weak when I got out. I was too sick to argue with anybody about anything. And thought I'd try it, but oh, it was 2 years of just pure hell, I'm telling you. Yeah. So when I left my oldest daughters, I lived in my car. Lived in it for 2 weeks. That's when I had it decked out with solar and house battery in it. See, we've got a little refrigerator in it. I had it decked out. Well, my car broke down. And one of my old friends, and I use friend very loosely right now, taught me into coming over there. She's like, oh, we'll have so much fun, and you can put your little tiny house over here. And yeah, I'll tell you how that story went later, but anyway, I went out to Quartzsite. That's what I used my stimulus check for. I went out to Quartzsite because I wanted to meet Bob Wells so bad, and I wanted to see if that was for me, the Nomad thing. And while I was out there, in fact, the day I met Bob, I posted that picture on Facebook, and them people text me, that woman and her son, and said, you got to move out, it's not working out. Now, before I left, there was nothing said, no problem. I mean, it was pretty nasty, but I was going to be out in my little house anyway, so I didn't care how they kept their crap. But, yeah, so I was 1,200 miles away. On my way home, I thought I had an ace in the hole. My granddad's that died, his house is empty, and I'd been told I could come stay down there. Well, all of a sudden, I can't do that. And then I'd been asked to take care of my grandmother, and I'm like, well, I'll just put my little house down next to her house, and she'll have her privacy, and I will too. Well, apparently, yeah, that fell through. Anytime you need somebody, if anybody ever finds out you really need them, they're going to screw you over, I'm just telling you. And this was somebody I thought I could count on. I always, my whole life, thought I could count on them with nobody else, but it didn't turn out that way. Anyway, when I left Quartzsite, it was 72. I came back here. I had to stop and get my dogs in Chelsea. Come back here. Nobody had been here in 5 years. 4 years. And I had to come back here. Me and the dog slept on the floor. I had nothing. And I was so tired from that trip. And me and the dog slept on the floor of that nasty ass kitchen. People had been in there and just destroyed it. And it was 19 degrees, and that's the closest I'll ever come to dying and not be dead. I was so cold, my stomach was shaking. Like, I don't know if you've ever been, you know how your body tries to keep itself warm by shaking? My stomach was jerking. I was so cold. If it hadn't been for my dogs, if we hadn't all bundled up inside that damn sleeping bag, I would have froze to death that night. I'm just telling you. I would have. I mean, the car wasn't any better at 19 degrees, and, you know, I'd spent all my money on that trip because I thought I'd come back and have a place to stay, and I wouldn't need any more money until my next check. And oh, it was just the biggest mess. It was the biggest mess. I got pictures and stuff, and I'll do a better video one day, but I was trying to tell you how I ended up here. So I started cleaning the place up. I had already got a little house and put up there, that last place, and had a fence. I spent money on that. I had to leave that fence and all that. They screwed me over. I ain't kidding. And she was supposed to be this big Christian, and yeah, I'd said some of the worst people I know are Christians, and she proved that point over and over. And I mean, I've got the messages that they sent. That I don't know. I may do a TikTok with messages. Just different things. But anyway, me and the dogs have been here since. I had to get a moving truck. My cousin loaned me $100 to help me get the moving truck because I was short $100 getting that. And one of my friends, Wesson, God, he was just a savior, I'm telling you. He went with me up there and got all my stuff out of that little house, and I called the company that I was paying for that house through, and I said, well, it hurt my credit, and they said, nope, it's like a rental till you get it paid off, and it's a volunteer, you're up on your payments and everything, so it won't hurt you. So they went and got that little house, and I'd spent some good money thinking it was going to be there forever at my little home base, but yeah, I guess I better get busy. But so I've been here since then. That was almost a year ago, because I went to court site the end of January and came back the first week in February. So a year ago I was in court site right now. And you know, after they sent me that text, I just finished my trip out. I didn't leave just coming straight back, and crazy people. Because I had met, one of my friends I met, Yvonne, we've become lifelong friends. Like we talk, or you know, message and text just about every day and keep up with each other. And she's been waiting on me to come back out there, and I'm trying. I just know I can't do it in that Nissan Altima with 2 dogs. See, when I was initially going to live in my Nissan Altima, my oldest daughter was supposed to keep Nancy, my big dog. So it was just going to be me and Ichabod. Well, them people, when I was out there on my trip, went through all my stuff, even got my personal journal that I'd been keeping for a long time, and sent screenshots to everybody. Which there's nothing in there that wasn't true. That I'd been, you know, I'd said something about my daughter being jealous because she'd gotten so big and I was skinny, and it just seemed like she just hated me for it. But you know, I'd put that in there, and they had treated me so cruel over at my oldest daughter's that, I mean, I'd contemplated suicide. There was days I just didn't think I could make it. They were so mean to me. And I paid them $200 a month rent. I never missed it. Never. Not even late. Not one time. Plus, I put a box in their bedroom, in my grandson's tiny house, in my room. I paid $180 a month so everybody would have cable. Or DirecTV, whatever. And I never got a thank you. Which, that's okay. But them putting me out in my car because they knew I didn't want to come back here. That time, I was going to be okay until my car broke down. Everything just happened. I guess they say things happen for a reason. I think life is just timing and chance. And some of the chance I took was trusting people I shouldn't have. That's been a downfall. But you know what? I'm still kicking and surviving. And I hear some of them aren't doing so good. too bad. Karma. I do believe in karma. Because sometimes people get it back. And I really think they're getting it back. But, okay, let's clean up some more. You know, I just gotta get this off my chest. If I was a bad person, like a dopehead or a drunk or a whore that sleeps around, or, you know, if I was just a thief, whatever, a bad person, I could see my family treating me so bad. But I'm not any of those things. I don't bother anybody. But it's made me a little bit jaded this last time, though. I want to cry, but you know that point where you're done with tears? Usually I cry when I get mad. And at first my feelings was hurt so bad I couldn't understand. I felt like my heart was breaking, especially when my grandson acted like he did. But after you get over that part, you just kind of get to where you don't give a damn. None of those mistakes will be made again. These would probably be some good, but they got some mildew on them. I ain't taking a chance with red mildew. Man. A knife. This is gonna make me mad too. My file holder. Another good phone. Landline, even though I don't use landline, somebody might. That's pretty cool. Candle. Put like a candle in it. I might use that because sometimes I just like use candlelight in there at night, so I don't have to run the generator or use my little solar light or anything. And I kind of like the ambiance that the candles give. The little play stethoscope. Yeah, they even throw my other daughter's grandkids' toys out. I had a little doctor kit, nurse kit. Man, she used to love to play with that thing. And my little grandson, he's 3. He could have played with a bunch of it. Alright, I'm going to quit bitching about all this that got thrown away. No, I'm not either. I spent a damn fortune on this book. Skills with 3D magnet set. I don't care if they came to me on their knees, crawling on the ground, begging me to forgive them. No, I'm done. I've been through about all the forgiveness I'm going to go through. And I should have known better than trust that last girl. Because let me tell you, she used to live across from me here. That's how I met her. They had to move down here when she got divorced. And, you know, we'd help her, you know, with her house and stuff, in her yard, Chris would, my husband. And I couldn't let him drink, or wouldn't let him drink a lot, because he just didn't know when to quit. So I would have to limit him. And sometimes I just couldn't let him, and I know it sounds like I was being his mom or whatever, but I just knew what he could handle and what he couldn't. I mean, it was bad. He's alcoholic. Well, we had been out there at her trailer, and I had walked over here for something. We was having dinner, and I come over here to get plates or silverware or something. I forget what it was. And when I was walking back over there, I heard her talking to my husband. I don't know why Janet won't let you drink. You're such a good person, and you get so much fun when you drink. Of course, she just drank with him. And I never said nothing about it or anything. But a few days later, she was telling me, I don't blame you for not letting Chris drink. Because he just acts a fool. See, I backed off from her then, and I hadn't talked to her in years and years. You know, you kind of try to give somebody the benefit of the doubt, like maybe they had changed over the years. She had me fooled for a while. It's just something. I want to do a Facebook, but my Facebook, like when I was living with my oldest daughter and stuff, I call it fake book because it looked like I was happy, and I did have my own room, my own bathroom and stuff, but I had never been more miserable in my life. And I don't know, people, she had cats and this other girl had cats, and they'd only clean them damn thing, cat boxes out about once a month, and it'd be so strong it would come under my door, that ammonia, and it would sting and it'd burn my eyes. And yeah, but yeah, they got together and was talking when I went on my trip, sending messages back and forth. They got to be old good buddies again, even though they had talked so much crap about each other. Well, I'll tell you, when somebody starts deleting messages that they've sent about other people, something's going on. Because I noticed that Bridget had deleted a bunch of messages about stuff she said about Stephanie. You know how it'll come up on your instant messenger, you know, message deleted or whatever. I wondered why she was doing that, and Stephanie was doing the same thing, and I wondered why she was doing that. Well, they didn't want each other to know what they'd said about each other, which I think is funny now. But yeah, Stephanie and her son Nathan, man, they went through all my stuff. I had medicine missing. They'd been through all my old phones, my journal. They had been through everything personal. I mean, how low do you have to be to do that? I wouldn't do it to somebody that I friggin' hated. That's just crazy. Oh, here comes helmets. I'm sure they have no license. Yep, that's my neighborhood. I'm sorry. I have just really unloaded on you guys, haven't I? I didn't mean to. I hadn't planned to say all that. But it's hard to understand one thing until you know about another. I'm gonna do it. I'll do a timeline. I'll do a timeline of my life. Because I've lived in like 25 places, and I've lived in like 12 states. I was born in Alabama in a little bitty town, and I went to school, never went anywhere, did anything. Only child. I was supposed to be a boy, but I wouldn't, so I was a disappointment. And I stayed there, and I left home when I was 15. I couldn't deal. But so I got married real young. But when I was like 16, 17, I had my own place and 2 cars and a lousy husband that wouldn't work. So I left him in the dirt. And I could never move back home. My dad just, he hates me, I guess. See, that's one thing about this man thing. I asked him the other day, now there's no telling what he's worth. I'm just telling you, it's a lot. He wouldn't even miss it to buy me a van. I asked him if he'd help me get one. He said, why is it up to me to help you? I just said it isn't, I don't guess, but I wanted to say, because I'm your daughter, your only child, you're supposed to love me. But I didn't. I just said, I don't guess you are. I don't want to cry. Let's get rid of this trash. I get mad seeing all this, and then I'm like, quit talking, get mad again. I don't want to be bad. I want to be happy. But one thing about it, the more people do me wrong, the stronger it makes me. I seen a saying the other day, I think it's on my Facebook, it said, you don't know how strong you can be till strong is your only option. I was like, oh my gosh, that fits me. Look at how weird these vines grow. Now, one good thing that came out of this trash pile, this summer, it had the biggest, juiciest blackberries you ever seen. And I had to cut them back to get this mess out of here, but I'm hoping they come back this summer before I leave. I hope I get to leave this summer. Sometimes I feel like I'm going to die before I get out of here, and I don't want to die in Alabama. It's never been my state. If I'm going to die, I want to do it out west. my hands in gloves. That's the reason I'm not over here. Sometimes I'll stick my hands in like the bags left over from ice I go get. I'll put my hands in them, pick stuff up, or try to put Walmart bags over them. I can't get my hand in a glove, especially one of them little rubber gloves. Probably about where this trash can sitting is where I'm going to put that post at. In fact, that post is right down here. I don't know if you can see it. It's 4x4. About 16 feet long. It'd be plenty long to put that motion sensor on. Oh, that was my leopard ice water. Yeah, it's turned out to really be nice today to have been so cold all week. He's gonna see what Cody ugly VHS tape. Yeah, this has been slow go. I've been working on it for a few months. I couldn't work on it every day because this summer, I can't, even though the cold hurts me, it's the damp cold that hurts me. But this summer, that humidity, oh Lord. That humidity get me. I have got to get out west where it's dry. And I don't care if people make fun when you say dry heat. You put somebody's butt that thinks it's hot in Arizona, just say it's 97 degrees in Arizona. That ain't nothing compared to 97 degrees here. They'd die with this humidity. I know it's a different heat. I am for sure. Damn it, it broke. I might cut some more of these vines down. I can't reach over there. I don't feel like getting stuck. I'm diabetic. I'm supposed to really not have any open wounds. Hey, little Ed, did you come to watch Mommy? You're so cute. He keeps an eye on me. I don't know if I can use this. See, I was supposed to have this trailer underpin. My youngest daughter was supposed to come help me. I was supposed to have it underpinned so it wouldn't be so cold in there this winter, but I don't know, it never got done. I think I have enough tin from, I know people worry about this trailer being in bad shape, but I did when I first got it because it had been moved from a pretty good ways away on the lake. I worried about the integrity of the roof and all that. So as soon as it got moved over here, I had tin roof put on it. It don't leak any. There's not one leak in it. Wish I'd had it done to that house. That if I'd have known, got that chimney, because now it's rained in there in the living room where the chimney was. It's got black mold and shit on the ceiling. Yeah, that's the reason I don't go in there a lot. I'll put on a mask and take you in there one day and see how full it is. Yep, there was my tomato cage. I used to have some. Ooh, you can have a pretty garden around here. Because I'm telling you, it used to be a farm a long time ago. And there was a pasture out there, and the stables was right behind here. And all this dirt here is so rich. Like it is so black. Watch, big if I don't cut myself, but there's another piece of tin. I don't know. I'm probably not going. I may be able to use this tin and something on my band bill if I do something. I don't think I'm going to fool with this underpinning. I just hope I can be out of here before it gets hot again this summer. If not, I'll deal, but I really want to be gone. I'm just putting this over the tongue of the trailer. The weather can wash it off. Oh, here is some more nails. God almighty. These are really bad. Can you guys see them? Yeah. One of the dogs or chickens or something hadn't stepped on it. I don't know that. That's a good piece of wood. Not at the bottom, but up here, but it's got a lot of nails in it. I'm not going to put the effort into getting all them nails out because I know how hard it is. I've been doing it. Yeah, I was going to burn a lot of this, but when you burn it, them nails is going to be all over the place. So, yeah. I think I'm just going to stick it in the garbage. Even though I hate to think about at the dump some poor dog going through there and sticking its foot in his nails. Look at that knife. I thought it stuck through that spoon. That's probably a good bulb. Well, you can tell we've made a dent. But my back gets tired real easy. Now, my back injury, like I said, I was a nurse. Well, I think it was like in '92, I was working in Tennessee. And you know them old beds, I was working in a nursing home, and them beds you roll up and down, but you have to pull the handle down at the end. They're not automatic. Roll it up or down. Well, the handle got jammed, and the patient was just screaming to be, I forgot now, let down or let up one. And I got in a hurry, and I bent down, and I pulled that handle trying to get it down. You could hear the disc in my back pop two of them, ruptured 2 discs. I was never the same. They got me in a wheelchair, and I had surgery just shortly after that. But it messed me up. So that's why, that is the initial reason I'm on disability. And I didn't get on disability for a long time. I tried to make it. I tried to work and do different things, but you guys, I just can't hold out. Oh, my back would hurt so bad, it felt like it was going to break. Because sometimes now, when I'm holding that gas can and pouring it and get a certain angle, I can feel it pinch. Like, oh, really just like, it's like somebody shocking you. You're like, oh, it catches. But I'm in worse shape now than when they put me on disability, not with my back. But since then, I've been diagnosed with diabetes and rheumatoid arthritis. So, yeah, I'm in pretty rough shape, but like I said, I will prevail. I'm just going to not die to piss people off. I know they want me to die. That's my neighbor, David. Him and his son's been working across the road, redoing the other neighbor's wiring, and redid their bedroom floor because he about fell in. So they've had it a rough time, and it's been so cold, and the people who they're doing it for didn't have like they had to take all that old floor up that was falling in and rotting and everything, so that cold air is just coming up from under that mobile home, and yeah, it's been rough. I felt bad for them. Okay, I may pick up later. I don't know. I may cut some of this out. I don't know. It's hard to know. I want to be totally honest and real with you, but I know people can be real judgmental too. I don't know. I may just leave it all in, but I will try to speed up the parts where I'm getting trash. But I'm gonna leave this here for now. I'm getting a little bit winded, and I'm getting thirsty too. But I do want you guys to know that the gimbal is working out. And look how smooth I can walk with it. Yeah, I'm a goofball. But yeah, I can turn it like, woo, and it stays even. And it doesn't bounce all over the place. But, alright. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Well, I didn't do too much more. But, the sun's going down. It's kind of a little peaceful right now. I don't know how I feel about posting everything I said, even though I didn't say anything that wasn't true. It's going to probably cause some drama if they see it, but you guys are warned there might be drama on this channel, and it's not that I'm trying to start anything. I just want everybody to know my side and what I went through. Because all them ganged up together, and I don't talk to any of them anymore. I don't talk to my oldest daughter, my grandson, my dad. He's a major asshole. His wife, who really, me and my grandmother were talking about the other day, and she's the one that really pretty much ruined the family. Dad used to not be too bad until she came along, and it's like she gave him a sidekick to agree with him about everything he does wrong. But my eyes are really red. It's probably from my what do you call it? My diabetes. Like sometimes you get really red like that. And when I put eye drops in them, oh my God, it burns so bad. Oh, but let's go and adjust this gimbal some more. But I don't know. It seems like I'm doing something wrong because it'll set for a second, but it won't stay set. It's like it goes off. But anyway, we'll see what happens, what I decide to do. No matter what I do, I'll let you guys know if I cut some out or if I left everything in. I'll let you know. Because I'm not going to lie about anything. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Oh, there comes somebody's dog down the road. Mine's going to be having a fit in a minute. Yeah, I'm a little bit tired after doing all that, and I had to go get gas and fill up my generator and, yeah, do all kinds of crazy stuff that I have to do just about every day. Tonight, I mean, it's not going to be that cold. I'm probably not going to run either of the heaters. I'll probably just maybe turn on the big generator for about an hour and charge up my battery banks. I think one of them's already charged, but just charge up my stuff. And then I'll turn it off. I'm not going to run it long because I don't need the heater or the light. I've got my Lucy light. Oh. Well, there it is. A Lucy light. Okay. This last little bit's going to be short and sweet because I don't even know how long this video is going to be. I still have to edit. And I've decided I'm going to leave everything in that I said. Yeah. I mean, that was a promise I made to myself that I wasn't going to sugarcoat anything. And I feel like I had a therapy session today, actually. But two little tools before we go to put in the box. This back scratcher. Because, look. It goes as long or as short as you need it. And oh my gosh. Besides getting up in the doorway and scratching my back on it like a bear, I've been using that. So that is going in our box. And another thing, and I know I used to think just old people use these, and might still be true because I guess I am old. A shoehorn. Because I don't know about you guys, but some of my shoes, like the heel has collapsed on them when I try to slide my foot in there. And this shoehorn, oh man, it has come in handy. So even though it's not really I don't know, nomad or anything, which it kind of is because I have to use it a lot. But anyway, we're gonna put that in our crate too. So we're getting some things in there now. But, yeah, I guess that's about it. But we'll see what happens, and I'll probably have to go tomorrow and upload this at one of the stores, Jack's or Starbucks or somewhere, because, man, it took a long time to download that last video I did over my phone with my data, and it took like 24 hours. I had it going in the background constantly. I didn't know it'd take that long, but, yeah, I'm just going to run over to Jack's. Well, I've got to go do some stuff in town tomorrow anyway, but I'll just do it when I'm out. Give me a reason to go to Starbucks and get some of that coffee. All right. Thank you guys for hanging in there. And please remember to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And please subscribe. Bye, you guys. Oh, almost forgot. Remember, change is inevitable. Just go with it.